welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony, and today in this video, I'm going to talk about being a one-car family. We are a one-car family, and we've currently been a one-car family for over 1 year. So in the beginning of 2020, the great year of the pandemic, we discovered Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University, and honestly, it was the best decision we have ever made. At that point in our lives, literally the branch was about to snap. We were hanging on by a hair, about to fall into a lagoon full of alligators. That's where we were at financially. It was pretty bad. And I think at that point in our lives, we were definitely unknowing at the time, putting off an image that we were really well off. And that's what people would perceive about us. We were YOLOing it. YOLOing it to the extreme. That point in our lives up to the end of 2019 was just bare minimum. We were just making those minimum payments, going by just minimum, and living up to this lifestyle standard that we had set for ourselves. So January 2020 comes around. Nobody knew what was about to happen in our lives. And this opportunity came in front of us. God put us in that spot, in that moment, to hear about this class starting, and something inside of my husband and I were like, we need to do this. And we did it. We signed up for it. We had to pay $100. And even paying that $100, it was like, we don't have $100. Like, where is this money going to come from? Literally the best investment we've ever made. That $100 has paid off significantly. We did the whole course. I can't remember how many weeks it was. 9 weeks? Oh gosh, I can't even remember. Oh my goodness, 8 weeks? Literally finished the course that Thursday before they announced total shutdown of our world. Again, talk about timing. That we just finished FPU. We learned all the ways of doing it, got all this good information and resources to help us along our way. We had a plan, we had a vision, we had goals, right? Total shutdown of the world. Insane. I remember it was lesson 2 of Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, where he's like showing this scene of him with a chain, and he says, people come into my office looking like this all the time, and they ask for help. They tell him, can you help me? And he'll say to them, yes, but you're gonna have to sell the car. You're gonna have to sell the Tahoe. And I remember that day of Financial Peace University. Ray and I were obviously sitting next to each other, and I look at him and I just start laughing because we had a Tahoe. We had the Tahoe. We had the insane car payment. To be exact, $646 a month was our car payment for our Tahoe. Stupid. Stupid. That's just the car payment, not including insurance or gas, right? I don't even know how we were living that life anymore. I can't grasp it. He always says that the number one answer or the number one solution for people who start this journey, sell the car. And Ray and I were like, no, we are not selling our Tahoe. No, we're not selling our car. We did all this stuff. We sold a bunch of stuff. We made a lot of changes. We started budgeting. We did all that, but we were not gonna sell the car, okay? That was my birthday present in 2018. Yeah, Ray got me that Tahoe, nice big red bow. I was not gonna sell my car, okay? Not doing it. But as the pandemic started and we're learning to budget and we're doing these things, and we had already started to make some progress in our journey, every month that goes by, we were doing the whole debt snowball thing and it was working, right? Like it was clearly working. Then comes July. And at this point we've paid off some debt, but things had like leveled off to where you want to see the next big jump. I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to see a huge change, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't going to go to work because that just wasn't an option. I needed to be home with the kids. And my husband had decided to put this crazy goal out into the universe, which it's our goal, and I love the goal. And one day I was sitting down with our Excel spreadsheet, and I'm just looking at the numbers, and I'm looking at all this stuff, and it hit me, the car. And I started to like play with numbers, and it was like, oh my gosh, we can do this goal. It can happen, but we gotta get rid of the car. We gotta get rid of the car, and we can do this. Like, it can actually be real. We saw it laid out, right? I just have to follow the plan now. It wasn't like this quick, okay, tomorrow we're getting rid of the car. It took like a month or so to fully digest that thought and that reality of doing it. Then it was like, okay, we get rid of the car, and then what? My husband had a car, but his car wasn't a realistic car for our family. It was a two-door sporty car. Not really realistic to have a two-door car when you have two kids. We need a four-door car. Here's where I feel very strongly about having some level of happy along this debt-free journey. It's stressful, it's hard, it's mentally insane. And you have to be strong mentally really to get through the full journey. Not a lot of people can't do it, but you have to be strong mentally because you're gonna get weak and you're gonna get just tired of it, which is what Dave Ramsey pushes, because if you're so tired of living the bare minimum, it's gonna make you work harder, right? However, for us, my mental sanity is really important. And I'm not trying to be on the level we were at when we started, right? By any means, but I at least need to have some joy and some comfort in the things I have and how we're living. That's important to us. So getting rid of the Tahoe, also we had to get rid of the two-door car. Then it was like, well, what are we gonna drive? We spent a lot of time looking at new cars to trade in the 2 for 1, not getting something that was gonna be a stupid amount of money, still something reasonable. And I know Dave Ramsey really pushes driving a beater, a hoopty, as he says, but honestly, for me, I just couldn't do that. This is where I talk about finding joy in what you have, because if you have a little bit of joy, a little bit, if you just like a little bit of love, it helps you go through the process a little bit better, right? You're able to be more focused. We decided to trade in the 2 cars for 1 car. The 1 car that we traded in is a nice car. I mean, some people might be like, you traded those 2 cars for that, what's the difference? But it did decrease our overall auto debt in half. So that's the benefit. We cut out almost $20,000 in auto debt. Granted, we still had, I think it was at the time when we got the car, like $18,000, which is still insane. Like, I know that's insane. I get it. But again, a little bit of joy to love what I'm driving. If I'm gonna be in 1 car, if we're gonna be a 1-car family, I want to at least love my car. I don't want to get in that car every day and hate it and be miserable, because honestly, my mental sanity is really important to me. And there's no way I would have made it. I would have called it quits after a few months, guaranteed. Who cares if there's growth? I would have not been able to follow through. We decided to find a way to cut our auto debt in half, but still have joy and love in this 1 car that we have as a 1-car family. So we did that in July last year in 2020, and it's been over a year, and I absolutely 150% do not regret our choice. It was the best decision that we made. We are so happy. We couldn't be any happier. Could we have made significant more progress, maybe by 5 months? Absolutely. Do I regret that? No, not at all. Like, my joy is so important. Would I love to have 2 cars? Absolutely. Is having 1 car stressful? Yes. It is so stressful and it is so hard. Yeah, so we have been a 1-car family for over 1 year. And I would have never thought in my entire life that that is something that we would do. So that's a huge backstory as to what led us to become a 1-car family, just to see a little speed in our journey, our debt-free journey. And this is by far the hardest thing we have ever done. It is so hard. It just requires so much dedication and focus. And growing up, like my husband and I, we have grown up significantly since starting this whole journey. And it has been the most amazing thing for us personally, for our marriage, for our family. Absolutely no regrets.